Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. In our last discourse, we heard about the installation of the king, Ekavira, and about the early life of the princess Ekavali. We'll go on to chapter 22. Vedavyasa spoke, O king, one day Ekavali got up early in the morning and went to the banks of the Ganges. Accompanied by her companions, they began to fan her with a chowri. The armed guards accompanied her. Slowly she went where there were the lotuses in order to sport with them. I too went with her, playing with the lotuses, to the banks of the Ganges, and both of us began to play with lotuses with the apsaras. When both of us were deeply engaged in the play, then one powerful demon named Kalaketu came up there suddenly with many rakshasas armed with swords and clubs and bows and arrows and other weapons. Ekavali was playing with the best lotuses then, and Kalaketu saw her in that state, blooming with beauty and youth, as if like Rati, the goddess of love. O king, I then spoke to Ekavali, look, who is that demon that has come here unexpectedly? O lotus-eyed one, let us go into the central part of our armed guards. O king, my companions and myself, consulting thus, went out of fear immediately into the center of the armed guards. Kalaketu was seized with the arrows of Cupid, and no sooner he looked at that beautiful young princess than he, with a very big club in his hand, hurriedly came to us, drove away the guards, and took away my lotus-eyed companion of thin waist. Then the young lady, helpless, began to tremble and cried aloud. Seeing this, I spoke to the demon, leave her and take me. The passionate demon did not take me, but he went away, taking my companion. The guards exclaimed, wait, don't fly away with that girl. We are giving you a good lesson, thus saying. They made the powerful demon stop. And both the parties engaged in a very terrible conflict, astounding to all. The followers of the demons, more cruel and all fully armed, became at once and began to fight with a great enthusiasm for their master's cause. The king of the demons, Kalaketu, himself began to fight afterwards terribly and killed the guards. He then, with his followers, carried away my companion towards his own city. I too followed my companion when I saw her thus carried away by the demon and crying out of fear. I also walked crying aloud by those tracks as would enable my Shakti to see me. She too, seeing me, became somewhat consoled. Crying out repeatedly, I approached her. She was already very distressed, and when she saw me, she clasped me closely around my neck, perspiring and stunned, and became more distressed and cried aloud. Kalaketu then showed his liking for me and told me my quick-eyed companion could tell she was very afraid and that I might comfort her. He told me thus, O dear, my city is like the Deva's abode. You will soon be able to go there. From today, I become your slave and bound by love. Do not cry thus distressedly. Be comforted. In these words, he told me to comfort my dear companion. Thus speaking, the villain made us both mount on the celestial chariot and made us sit by his sides and went gladly and quickly to his beautiful palace, followed by his army. That demon placed both of us in a beautiful house, whitewashed and mirrored-like, and kept hundreds and thousands of demons to watch and protect us. On the second day, he called me in private. Your companion is very much distressed on the bereavement from her father and mother, and is lamenting, make her understand and console her. He told me to speak the following words to her. O one of beautiful hips, be my wife and enjoy as you like. O one with the face beautiful like the moon, this kingdom is yours. Ever I am your obedient slave. Hearing this unbearable harsh words, I said, O Lord, I will not be able to speak her these words disagreeable to her. You better speak this yourself. When I spoke thus, the wicked demon, struck by the arrows of Cupid, began to speak gently to my companion. Thus, O dear one, today you have successfully cast on me the the one mantra of overpowering love for you. O beloved, therefore it is that my heart is stolen and so much brought under your subjection that has converted me into a veritable slave of yours. Then know this is certain, that I am your slave, O sweet one. I am very much troubled by Cupid's arrows, and I am semi-unconscious. Therefore, please worship me, O one of beautiful thighs. This youth is very rare and transient thing, O auspicious one. Now embrace me as your husband, and make your youth a veritable success. Ekavali said, O fortunate one, my father wanted to hand me over to a prince named Haihaya. I am mentally adopted him already as my husband. You are certainly aware of the sastras. How can I now abandon the eternal religion and virtue of a woman and take up another husband? The girl must accept him to whom the father betroths her. The girl is under every circumstance dependent. Never do they get any independence. Though Ekavali said this, the vicious demon struck by Cupid's arrows did not desist and did not leave me and my large-eyed companion alone. His city lays in Patala and is very dangerous. Always it is guarded by so many demons and surrounded by a moat. It is built in a beautiful, strong fort. Now, my dear companion, the queen of my heart, is staying there with a grievous heart, and I am here, wandering hither and thither, very much troubled on account of her bereavement. Ekavira said, O beautiful one, how have you been able to get away from the city with the wicked demons? Say quickly this. I am the king by that name of Haihaya, and on this earth there is no other king by that name. It is that your dear companion is meant for me. O Brahmani, passionate woman, remove my doubts. I will kill that demon and bring justice now to your dear companion. There is no doubt in this. O one of good vows, show me the place, if it be known to you. Has anybody informed her father that she is suffering from so many troubles? Has her father come to know that her daughter has been stolen and carried away? And has he made any effort to rescue her? It is thus that the king is calm and quiet, knowing that his daughter has been kept in prison, or is that he is unable to free her from bondage? Say quickly all these things before me. O Lord, lotus-eyed one, you have captivated my mind by describing the extraordinary qualities of your dear companion and have made me fall in love with her too. Alas, when will it be that I will free my beautiful beloved from the greatest perilous situation and shall see her face to face, beaming with joy? The maidservant said, O king, in my early age, I got the mantra of the Devi Bhagavati with a seed mantra and learned how to meditate on it. While I was in the demon's palace, I thought out that at this juncture I should worship the powerful Chandika, who gives instantaneously one's own desires. If I worship that Shakti, that fructifies all desires. This is all mercy to her bhaktis. Certainly she will free my dear companion from her bondage. Though she is really without form, yet she, without anybody's help, by her own force, she is creating, preserving, and at the end of the kalpa, destroying the universe. Oh, she is very wonderful indeed. Thus thinking, I began to meditate on that auspicious, red-robed, red-eyed Devi, the Lady of the Universe, and recollected mentally her form and repeated silently her beach mantra. When I meditated thus for nearly 1 month, Chandika Devi came through my devotion, manifested to me in my dream, and began to speak in sweet nectar-like words. You are now asleep. Go quickly to the beautiful banks of the Ganges. The enemy destroyer, the powerful Ekavira, the greatest of all kings, will come there. Dattatreya, the great lord of the Munis, has given him my mantra named Mahavidya. The king also constantly worships me devoutly. His mind is constantly attached to me, and he constantly worships me. What more to say than this fact that the king, extremely devoted to me, meditates on me as the internal controller of all beings. That intelligent son of Lakshmi will come for sport to the banks of the Ganges, and I will remove all your sorrows. That King Ekavira, versed in all the sastras, will kill the demon in a dreadful battle and will rescue Ekavali. So now you pay heed to my word. Lastly, she told me that her companion should marry that beautiful king endowed with all auspicious qualifications. Thus saying, she disappeared, and I instantly woke up. Then I informed my lotus-eyed dear Shakti all the details of my dreams, as well as my worshipping the Devi. Hearing this, her lotus face beamed with joy and gladness. That sweet smiling Ekavali very gladly told me, "Oh, dear companion, go at once for our success. That truth-speaking Bhagavati Ambika Devi will release us from our bondage." O king, when my dear companion ordered me thus, I thought it proper. It also dictated to me in my dream to go out, and soon I did. O king, due to the grace of the great Devi, I came to know the way out, and I also got the quick movement. Thus I have described to you the cause of my sorrow, O hero. How are you? Whose son are you? Speak truly to me. Here ends the 22nd chapter in the 6th book of the Mahapurana Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses of Ekavali being stolen away. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.